Okay.
Okay, and I'm just giving it a second to come up and let our viewers tune in and see what's happening. Um, so it looks like everything's up. Can anybody who's watching let me know that the audio is working? That would really help.
Mermaid Nets, if you're around, we're talking to you.
Awesome. So no one said it isn't working yet. So if there are any audio issues as things go on, someone please let me know. Otherwise, we will get started with the interview. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So thank you everyone for joining. I'm really excited to introduce Cinnamon Flower today to talk about the sticker they created. Would you like to tell us what you've called this sticker?
We call it the ghost ship sticker. And in the beginning, when we were brainstorming about kind of how we wanted the look of the con for 2020 to be, one of the words that came up all the time was ghost ship. Or actually, maybe that's two words. I don't know. I'll let you guys. I know. So ghost ship, everybody was like, yes, ghost ships are so cool. And if you Google them, you come up with all these different results that are really cool. So we want that to kind of be the theme. But in all honesty, it's kind of ghost ship and Medusa is the combination that we're doing. And you'll see that in a moment in the sticker. But uh, ghost ship was the theme that everybody got really excited about.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, who were you working with to create this sticker and think about the design?
So, as far as the art, it's a one-man show right now. And by the way, if there are any artists out there who would like to get involved with ShellCon, come to our website, shellcon.io, send an email to whoever, and they will find me and we'll get you on the art team, by the way. But um, it was the core team pretty much, and the people in charge right now currently are Fun Sized and Davy. They and Mermaid Nats and Jared and um, Diana. Anyhow, Stell, we all kind of get together and we brainstorm things, and Lori, and we just come up with ideas because having worked together for years or months or however long it is, you get to actually get friendly with everybody. And so we have fun on the Zoom meetings or when it's safe to get together in person, then we have a lot of fun and we talk about ideas and that's how it all starts.
That sounds fantastic. So, to go back a little bit, could you tell me more about ShellCon? Like, what is it?
So about 3 years ago, I met a guy in an elevator at DEF CON at Caesar's Palace, and he goes by the name of Fun Sized on Twitter, by the way. And it only took a few floors to realize that I had to be friends with this guy. And we exchanged Twitter handles. And the next thing you know, come to find out that he's starting this con in Los Angeles called ShellCon. So I said, well, I don't know how I can get involved, but I want to get in there. And there was a need for some art. So I just got right in there and luckily they liked the stuff that I was producing. It was different to all the cons is what they say. And so we've just been having a great time ever since.
That's fantastic. So, have you created many stickers before this one?
I have. I've created many stickers over the years. One of them in particular was a cyber security village sticker that we did because ShellCon is the first con in the United States, as far as we know, to have the cyber, sorry, um, oh shoot, I messed up. Sorry, cryptocurrency is what I tried to say. I'm sorry. Um, Cryptocurrency Village, the first con to have it in the United States, and we had a sticker for that. But we've also had other stickers like a submarine that was very popular, and we have a Medusa sticker this year that's very popular, and we've also had like a panda sticker and random shells and things because it's ShellCon, you know.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, did you have much experience, or where does your sticker experience come from? What was the first sticker you created?
There's no experience whatsoever. I've never created a sticker before. They just said that they needed stickers, and I knew that I could do some graphic design in other capacities. So I just started creating stickers for them, and I've been doing it ever since. So I'm new.
That's fantastic. That's one of my favorite parts about doing these streams is I think almost everybody that has come on is a first time sticker creator. And it's just neat to see people put that effort in and be parts of the community in a new way. So thank you very much for putting that effort in and giving back. That's fantastic.
Well, I've always gravitated towards the IT world. I'm not sure why. I just kind of feel like I just feel comfortable around everyone in the IT world. It's always been that way since high school. So this is definitely a wonderful endeavor for my free time.
That's fantastic. So you've created the Ghost Ship sticker, and you said you've created other stickers for ShellCon. Do you know how many total you've made for them now?
I'm not in charge of ordering them. Sorry.
That's fine.
But I'd say it's run into the thousands because we've given them out at different cons, especially like DEF CON and Layer One, which is another popular con in Los Angeles, as well as AppSec Cali and all these other cons. So we've had quite a few that we've given out. And if you've got one, hey, good. I'm glad.
Cool. So sorry, I meant more. How many different designs have you made for ShellCon?
Oh, well, I think we've done about like 10 stickers by now. No more actually, because we've done, well, I don't want to give away too much to the people who have ordered the swag bag because they're going to get some stickers and we don't want to give away like what they look like. But we started off our stickers, like we have one in particular that's really cool that's like an octopus and it's holding different home appliances or devices, and that's our IoT octopus, which we thought was pretty cool. And then we did another one that was a jellyfish, but with tracers, and that one took forever because Fun Sized had told me I want a jellyfish with tracers, and I said I can't do it. I can't make it look cool. It would look dumb. And I think it took me like 5 months of
Wow.
walking away from my computer, walking back, walking away, walking back, and then I was like, okay, I figured it out. We can do this. And we actually made it into an electronic badge. So it was exciting.
That
I really like that one, yeah.
that's awesome. How
Yeah.
long did the Ghost Ship sticker take you?
That's a really good question. Um, there are moments when you sit down at a computer and you take it seriously, but there are moments when you sit down at a project and you're not really taking it that seriously, you know? But I would say that I really put in a good solid like 3 days to it.
Yeah, well, it shows. Like, I love this sticker. Could you tell us some about your design process? Like, what tools did you use to create it?
So I always use Adobe Illustrator because it's what I'm familiar with. I've been using it for years. And it's just really easy to convert into other formats. And it's just really, the files that you generate are really clean to print things out. So I use that. But one of the things that I want to say about it is that we have some people in our team that like really dark art, and we have some people in our team who liked very cartoony fun art. So you have to really walk that tightrope and try to make it so that both sides are okay with what's produced, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what we got with the ghost ship art. And my best friend goes by the name of Mermaid Nets. So as a as a joke to her, I put a mermaid with sort of the Medusa snakes in her hair on the very front of the boat. And when I came up with the design, I showed it to her personally, and she's like, "Nobody's ever going to go for that because I'm on the front of the ship." And I'm like, "Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens." And sure enough, everybody was like, "We love it. It's great." And so we have a real laugh with it now. Yeah.
That's really awesome. And, that's some of the details I love learning about stickers. It's like the hidden stories or things that, like, now I'm looking at the sticker, I'm like, oh, yeah, there she is. Like, that's fantastic. And really nice to feature a friend, right?
Yeah. And so I also, if you look at it, the sky has a lot of white circles around it.
Mm-hmm.
It has that pattern. And so I thought that would be fun. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of our times in the desert at DEF CON and the heat and stuff. So I thought I would put that there. But we also have a flag that's at the top of the ship that represents our CTF, our capture the flag. So there's that. And then they wanted a QR code on it. And I didn't want the QR code to look like a QR code, but I didn't know if a white QR code would look good on a black background because I'm not very experienced with this. Luckily, it worked. So that's on the main sale so that people can find us if they want to be a part of the conference, if they want to get involved, if they want to reach us, that's how you find us.
Awesome. That's really cool. And it sounds so. I absolutely love those circles in the sky just because it kind of breaks it up instead of it being one monotonous color. That extra texture I really appreciated. I thought it gave it a little bit more depth. So
Yeah.
wonderful addition there.
I've put over the years I've put a lot of wavy lines into the art. If people, I don't know if people have noticed this, but there's been wavy lines here and there, and it's kind of like that jittery excitement that you get at cons when there's all this stuff happening and people and activities and learning and everything. So it represents that excitement too.
That's I like that detail.
Yeah.
It's nice to see like your feelings in how you create your stickers. That's really cool. Um, were there any other like themes or background or jokes or inside jokes that went into this sticker?
Well, that I can think of in this sticker, not particularly this one. Um, no, outside of the whole like mermaid with the Medusa hair, there, I'd say that's like the main one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, when you created the ship, did you do that from scratch, or did you, have art that you worked off of, or how did you go about creating it? Because there's so much detail there.
Right. I go into the internet and I find different ships, and then I go ahead and I trace them, not exactly, but with the one that I find, I will trace it and then I'll make modifications on top of it until it becomes exactly the thing that I like. Yeah.
That's cool. And do you have any other, tricks that you like to use in your art when you're creating things, or any other shortcuts that would help others?
Absolutely. I would say to anybody who's has to make several stickers for one event, uh, figure out what your color palette is going to be, right? Figure out what your color palette is going to be, and then use those 3 or 4 or 5 colors across the board so that all of the stickers kind of feel related but not the same. I would say that. I would say bounce ideas off of your friends. Get on um, Jitsi or however you chat with your friends and see what they think, and you'd be surprised. Some people who feel that they're not very creative come up with the best ideas. So definitely, yeah,
That's really
get with
cool.
your. Mhm.
How did you go about choosing the color palette for this year's stickers?
I was looking through a magazine. I think it was like a Neiman Marcus magazine, and there was a tennis shoe on a page with all these different colors on it that I loved the color combinations, and I thought this is perfect because it's got the blue of the water. I used to live in Miami for a while, so I understand Caribbean waters. Um, it's definitely the black's got to be there. If you're going to do something that has to do with infosec, there has to be black. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Um, what other colors we use? Like a yellow in there, and we've got the beige for the sky. So just look through anything, magazines that you have. If you come across something you're like, that's really cool, that's really smart, rip out the page, put it in a folder, name your folder Cool Hunting, is what they told me when I was back in art school. And when you're looking for inspiration, go through that folder every once in a while. Yeah,
That's really good advice. Thank you for
yeah.
sharing that.
And take pictures of, like, if you're going somewhere, if you're traveling and you see a really cool color combination that you like, take a picture of it with your phone and put that into a digital folder as well. So definitely, yeah.
Nice. And so for ShellCon that's coming up, what dates is that happening?
October 9th and 10th.
And is there anything you're particularly looking forward to for the conference?
We've got some excellent talks. Anybody who's been lucky enough to get into a workshop, because unfortunately they do sell out quickly, they're going to learn something that they didn't know before that's going to help them out. Um, Looking forward to sort of the educational aspect, but also we've got some really great DJs in the wings who are going to be playing some music for you where, you can just let their music play and you can go about your business and take a break until you're ready for the next talk or what have you. It's going to be really great. But we also have a very interesting component of ShellCon called Raise Me, which brings people who are looking to either get into the IT field or already in it, but looking to maybe uh, get a job because they're unemployed or whatever. And then we have employers that come over looking for the talent. So Raise Me is definitely something that if you're looking for work or if you're looking for a career change or looking to make some sort of a move, definitely check that out.
Yeah, that sounds really cool and very supportive.
Yeah.
Speaking of support, when you're creating your sticker, um, did you run the sticker by other people before finishing your design? Did you get a lot of feedback?
I do. I always run it past a couple people and I'm like, what do you think? And a lot of times they'll tell me, well, can you move this a hair? Can you move that? Can you crop this a little differently? Because you can work on something for hours and hours and just kind of not have a different perspective. You're just kind of stuck in the art, but you really need somebody with a fresh pair of eyes to give you that little hint, that little suggestion. So I always do that. I don't work alone.
Was there any piece of feedback that really stuck out to you for this sticker in particular?
Um, for this one in particular, I'm trying to think. I wish I had an answer for you, but for this one in particular, the only thing that I could tell you is that I got a warning that nobody would be okay with the mermaid on the front of the ship. And in the end, they were wrong.
Fair. Cool.
She's looking good on the front of the boat. What can I say?
It is a detail that I really enjoyed, so I'm happy you did it.
Yeah.
Was there, when you were creating this sticker, was there anything that was really fun about it?
Uh, I guess I guess it was again, it had to come down to the mermaid on it was the fun part of it. And another thing I guess that I want to say when I'm designing the art is some people would say that they feel that um, IT is dominated by sort of males and things like that. So I like um, to bring in an aspect of sort of the opposite of just male, dark, scary, black, dark kind of art. And I think that it's worked so far, and it's provided something different for the look of the con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So when you get stickers at conferences, do you use them right away? Do you store them somewhere? How do you treat stickers?
I look at the sticker and I'm like, this is so much better than what I can design. That's what always goes through my mind. I'm like, this is so great. But it's another look. It's another type of art that they're trying to do. I can see that it wouldn't work for ShelfCon, but it works for them, and I'm really impressed. And I just love collecting stickers at cons, and I put them all over my stuff, and it's a good memory of the con that I attended, and it's a reminder of the sort of networking connection that I made.
Do you have any favorite stickers that you've collected at conferences? Are there any that stick out?
um, yes, they are, but I'm not sure if I can talk about them on this interview.
Fair. There's definitely enough stickers I've seen plastering the elevators at DEF CON that I'm like, oh dear, I hope there are no small children that are, this tall that can see that sticker.
Right. I can think of some that I got at RSA. I attended probably one of the very last conferences before lockdown, RSA in San Francisco, and I met up with a group of really cool guys. And I hope you guys are watching right now, if you know what I'm saying. And I got these really cool stickers from them. So
Yeah, that's one thing I really love about the stickers is the culture behind it is, there's so many opportunities to have these inside jokes or, to I'm sad that, a couple years ago when there were all the grasshoppers for DEF CON, so many people had made stickers, had made things, but of course the grasshoppers went away before the conference, so they never released the stickers. And I'm here like, I still want those. Like, I still, like,
yeah.
there's such a commotion around it. I would love to see that still released. So, that's why we're doing these interviews is to get those stories out. So, um, yeah, I like hearing that this is maybe a story. Like, we'll have to meet up at a conference sometime so I can hear this from you.
Well, I hope we do. I know we're in different states, so if you're ever in Southern California, let us know. Definitely just, send me a message.
For sure. And so earlier you said, you're not one of the people that orders the stickers, and you said there's probably thousands of all of them out there. And in chat, Mermaid Nets has agreed with you that there are tons of these stickers out there. Do you have any ideas for the next stickers that you want to create?
I do, but I can't tell you
What?
because it's a secret. I mean, I could tell you off camera. I'll just tell you, but I can't tell the audience because, that would be a spoiler.
Can you let us know when you're thinking of creating them for? Will it be for the next ShellCon or for a different conference?
It'll be for the next ShellCon probably, I would think. And it's always like when you sit around with friends and you're like, let's think of really cool stuff. And then you just think of the cool stuff. That's how we come up with the ideas. And this particular one was actually supposed to be the 2020 idea, but we wanted to save it for an in-person conference.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, it's all like, fun stuff from probably from childhood.
Nice. So you said you got involved with creating the stickers for ShellCon by meeting Fun Sized. Is that
Mhm.
sort of the strategy you'd recommend, is just asking people who are running conferences to do the art for them? Or how would you suggest other people get involved with making stickers?
I would suggest just contact the cons. Chances are they're never going to turn you down because it's all volunteers. Everybody's trying to do whatever they can on their free time. And if your art is something that they feel like could fit in with the look of the conference, or maybe it's something that deviates a little bit and they want to try that, go for it. Just contact like the volunteers and tell them who's the person in charge of art. I would like to send them an email, and definitely do it because it's fun, and you surprise yourself with what you can come up with.
That's awesome. Have you picked up new design skills or thoughts from the people that you've been working with?
Um, Not really, because everybody that I work with is just art really isn't their thing mostly. Um, but I've just I've just learned as I've gone along as to how to keep things looking consistent, at how to how to make the art, how to make the branding just right. Those are the things that happen over time. You won't get that done in the first year, I don't think. If you are, then you're really great. Congratulations. But it does take a couple years to kind of settle into a certain look and understand, okay, this is the look of the conference, of the sort of like the business side of the conference, and this is what we do each year. These are the changes that we make that kind of look relatable but are different, and keep that consistency going.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, if anyone wants one of the Ghost Ship stickers, how could they get one?
That's a good question. Well, one of the ways was to register for the event, and we were going to send a swag bag to you, but I believe that deadline came to a close last night. But go ahead and contact mermaidnets at gmail.com. Or actually, sorry, no, that's not our email address, is it? Mer- mermaidnets at shellcon.io. That's the one. She'll hook you up.
Yeah, that's been one of the biggest recurring themes for these sticker interviews is, trying to get people the stickers that they're interested in. And obviously, during the middle of a pandemic, it's a little bit more difficult to, get to the conferences or other events where we normally hand out stickers. So far it seems to be a lot of email this person, they'll get you hooked up. So nice to see that trend continuing.
Absolutely. And like as soon as we can all get together at an in-person conference, I'm sure we'll be bringing a few extra ghost ship stickers that are left over, just, if you really want one. So find us.
Fantastic. And are there any specific stickers that you're looking for at this time?
Good question. Um, I'd have to think about that. But I couldn't give you an answer right now. I'm sorry. I can't answer that.
That's fine. Um, so that's, most of the questions I have about stickers. Is there anything, you'd like to say regarding stickers at this time?
um, I just like to say that I think that stickers are something that bring a lot of people a lot of joy. And it's a wonderful way to connect with people non-verbally. If you don't want to talk, that's fine, but hand them a sticker at a conference or wherever, and there's a connection that happens there, and I think it's a good thing.
Great. And yeah, it looks like we don't have any questions in chat. So, um, yeah, I'll leave it open for a couple minutes to see if anyone has questions. But otherwise, yeah, that's it for me. Do you have any questions back you'd like to ask?
Well, mm, not really, but I hope that we do get some questions. Come on, you guys, like put me to the test.
Yeah, it's great. So we've had, Mermaid Nets in the chat, giving a lot of links and uh, saying a lot of great things about you. So that's fantastic. But yeah, so looks like no one has questions, so I want to thank you for coming onto stream. It was fantastic to hear about the small details in the sticker and the effort and thought you put into them. I really hope to get you on the show again for another sticker in the future. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you. Well, it's been a pleasure and an honor being here. And I just want to say hello to all the artists out there. Keep doing what you're doing. And everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Great. Bye everyone.